Right now at noon, a Webb City house fire causes damage to 3 nearby houses.
And we've got scattered showers and thunderstorms still causing some rain for some folks. Otherwise, we are warm and windy today. Got to look at that forecast coming up.
And firefighters in Pittsburgh rescue a woman from a burning house.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Just before 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday, a man was struck by a train in Joplin. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Melissa Alexis. It was a southbound train just south of 15th Street. We learned an adult male was experiencing a mental health emergency and was on the tracks. The train engineer saw the man and applied emergency brakes. The injured man was rushed to an area hospital. There's no update as of yet on his condition. About 1 a.m. early Thursday morning, Webb City firefighters were alerted to a house fire at Rowan and Austin. On arrival, the firefighters found a huge fire that had already spread to the home next door. It quickly became a 3-alarm fire as they requested assistance from Oronogo Fire, Joplin Fire, and Carl Junction Fire. The home where the fire initially began was completely destroyed. It was so intense it had extended to the home on the south and on the north. A third neighboring house was also damaged. Residents in 2 homes are displaced, and the Red Cross is assisting those in one of the homes, 4 adults and 3 children. Pittsburgh firefighters have rescued a woman from a burning home. Firefighters yesterday responded to a report of a woman trapped in a burning house at 605 North Georgia. The city says they immediately attacked the fire, found the woman despite heavy smoke, and got her out. The Pittsburgh fire chief says the woman had some injuries and they transferred her to the care of Crawford County EMS. The medical helicopter took her from Pittsburgh Mercy Hospital to another location. We don't have any word on her condition, and the fire department says no one else was in the home. The state fire marshal's office will help with the investigation of the fire. A Neodesha, Kansas man enters a plea on a reduced charge as part of a plea agreement in the death of a Coffeyville, Kansas man. Ryan McCullough was originally charged with second-degree murder for the death of David Wingen. According to court documents, Wingen died after an altercation with McCullough in May of last year. Now McCullough has pleaded no contest to a charge of aggravated battery in the case, and the authorities have dismissed the murder charge. Sentencing is scheduled for May. Now let's check in with Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Now, those showers and storms across southeast Kansas have been persistent. They're not moving much. They die, they recycle, but they are gradually pushing east. In fact, a moment ago, did see some light rain showers here on our camera in downtown Pittsburgh. And on the radar, which we'll show you in a moment, we do see some of those showers. Sky's a little darker off to the northwest from the MoDOT camera, I-44 and range line. So here's a look at the radar. We have these showers now that have developed. We have additional thunderstorms now just to the west of Chanute in this little J shape here, and some into the northwestern portions of Greenwood County. We also have these storms, little showers developing south and west along this line back toward Oklahoma City. Again, nothing in our area has been severe. We did have some severe thunderstorm warnings just immediately north of us where they had ping pong ball size hail out there. For us, thankfully, no severe weather here, just dealing with some of the clouds off of this and those showers and storms as they continue to push through. We started yesterday at 42, so only a degree above normal, made it up to 72, so about 9 above average, and again, thankfully not near quite record levels out there. We're warming up depending on where you are and how much cloud cover and rain you've seen. That's going to impact our high temperatures today. We're at 74 in Joplin, 70 in Pittsburgh, and again, we've had a little more of the rain. Yates Center, Iola, for example, they're much colder. It's 62, 63. Everybody else, though, on the way up. We're in low, mid, and even upper 70s, getting close to the 80-degree mark in northeastern Oklahoma. And again, our highs for most of us are going to peak in the low to mid 80s, like it's the middle of May. Now, once we get through this activity this afternoon, we'll start to clear out. Clear skies through the evening, quite mild, down to about 70 by 11 o'clock. Still breezy overnight, still very mild overnight. Then we got some thunderstorm chances on our Friday, and of course we're still talking that potential for strong, possibly severe storms Saturday night into Sunday. We'll go down over all those details with you here in just a few more minutes. Melissa?
Thanks, Chris. We'll see you soon. A Southwest community is working to improve its infrastructure by replacing many of the city's water lines. KOAM's Anthony Saviello has more on what they're doing and how this project will impact the town.
Crews here in downtown Lamar have been hard at work trying to replace the city's water mains. It's a job that the city says needed to happen.
So this has been on the city's engineering studies and priority list for quite some time. We have quite a few cast iron lines in the ground that still have to come out also, but we knew that this was a great opportunity for us to use some of this funding to replace some of this major infrastructure for us.
The water line project coincides with another project meant to help enhance the city's quality of water.
We, as a city of Lamar, applied for 2 grants, one for wastewater and one for drinking water. We were awarded the grant for the drinking water, which is what you're currently seeing. Along with the water line replacement project that we have going on along the square, we also have the water well that's being drilled and plumbed into one of our water towers just to have a redundant water supply for the city.
It's been a project several years in the making, and after delays or cancellations to other projects the city had in mind.
COVID in that 2020 era, a lot of projects got slowed down, they got halted, or just completely written off. For both supply reasons and contractor reasons, you just couldn't get the work done.
This one can soon be checked off the list.
We're extremely excited to get the water projects up and going and to get those projects completed.
Now, as this project continues, the city says residents could expect a temporary interruption in their water service as crews try to connect the new main water lines to residential homes. In Lamar, Missouri, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
Now, Reeves says the project is contracted out until this fall. He says the city is confident the downtown portion will be completed by August. Stapleton Elementary in Joplin opened a brand new chapter of a shared reading event. Every Stapleton student received a copy of the book Finway and Hattie by Victoria J. Brooks to be read together at home for the next few weeks. Staff at the school see the event as a great way to show how fun reading can be.
Just reading is fun, and we have tried to do everything we can to promote that through our book, through our revealing in the assembly. We transformed our entire school with the theme and objects from the book, so they walked in school today completely surprised, and they're waiting anxiously to find out what's going on, why did our teachers do this, and that we're going to do this together, and we're a community, our families, to our students, to our staff.
The school says it plans to celebrate the completion of the book with a Stapleton Reads Night on Thursday, April 17th. And coming up, a child in Kansas was worried about a monster under their bed, but there was actually a man hiding there instead. And later, we're making breakfast in a mug in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Children often say monsters are hiding under their bed, but in Kansas, that was a true story. As Gabriela Hernandez reports, a babysitter was trying to ease a child's fears when she looked and saw a man under the bed.
The Barton County Sheriff's Office says the incident happened around 10:30 Monday night when they received a disturbance call to the 2000 block of Patton Road. That's where a woman babysitting says one of the children complained there was a monster under the bed. When the woman attempted to show the child there was nothing under the bed, she came face to face with a man who was hiding there. Deputies say there was some sort of an altercation that left one child knocked over during the struggle. The suspect then ran away before deputies arrived. The next morning, the suspect, identified as 27-year-old Martin Villalobos Jr., was found near the home and after a brief chase was taken into custody.
Villalobos is being held on a $500,000 bond. KOAM's Hero Fund USA Telethon will take place next week. KOAM's Lonnie Walton spoke with the Goodman Police Department that hopes to receive the grant this year.
We're actually wanting the grant for a drone.
James Morgan is a police officer in Goodman. He says drones can be used for better policing and a safer environment.
It would help us apprehend suspects, fleeing suspects. It would just overall help. We got a school here in the area, and we could drone the school for threats.
And that's not all. Police Chief Michael Atkins has his own reasons.
Just the other day we had a train collision, which would have benefited with the drone. We could have located it, been able to find out exactly where it was at.
Atkins says smaller towns can mean smaller resources. He says surrounding areas may also need help.
If we could get a drone, we can help other agencies with missing people. If somebody gets in a foot bail on a pursuit, we can launch a drone rather than sending people into the the area, not knowing what's going on.
You're chasing somebody, you don't know if they have a weapon or not if you're on foot pursuit with them, but if they've got in a wooded area, it'll help you seek that person that's hiding in a low-lying area.
Morgan has faith in these drones as he's worked for them firsthand.
All the departments that I have worked for previously, we had drones, and they helped us tremendously for missing persons, for suspect apprehensions.
Reporting in Goodman, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
The Hero Fund will take place next Wednesday on our noon, 5, and 6 broadcasts. Still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
If you typically run out the door without eating breakfast, then I hope you can take a minute to watch what we're making today.
And in addition to the storms we're seeing today, we're tracking weekend thunderstorm chances. We'll back to details right after this. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So scattered showers and storms continuing across a good portion of southeast Kansas, even into northeastern Oklahoma. And we've had some rain showers on our camera in downtown Pittsburgh. A little heavier shower just a few moments ago that has since kind of let up, at least from the camera's perspective. And we're continuing to track these showers and storms. So we're going to take a quick look at these for you as they stand right now. The actual thunderstorm activity is still confined over here just to the east of Yates Center, so in between Yates Center and Iola on 54, and it curves back around just outside of Chanute, north of Fredonia, back down toward Howard in Elk County, and we've got some heavier showers just south of Burlington as well. And then we've got these lighter showers that stretch from Mountain City down 69 through Pittsburgh, Girard, back toward Oswego, and back into northeastern Oklahoma. In fact, this little line of showers stretches, even though it's spotty, all the way back down to around Stillwater in Oklahoma. Now, the good news is we have not seen any severe weather in our area, nor are we going to out of this activity. There could be some small hail from here to there, but otherwise nothing significant. That happened earlier, and those cells have actually fizzled out now. So we'll just continue to monitor this. I do believe we're still looking at about 2 o'clock as the time that all of this will be out of here as we head into the afternoon. As that clears out, we're going to be warm, we're already windy, and it's going to be well above normal. These temperatures by this evening are already looking like how it would be for May across the area, and this is late March, not even early April yet. As we go overnight tonight, skies clear. We're very mild again tonight. We're going to be about 20 degrees above normal out there. We'll have opportunities late morning into the afternoon for isolated pop-up showers and thunderstorms across the region as we go through Friday. But again, no severe weather is expected with that activity. What we're watching still is this weekend, which we're going to get to in just a moment. So we're looking, again, low to mid 80s for most of us. Those storms, I think, will still be done by 2. And those southwest winds gusting to 30. We head into tonight. Skies clear out. Still breezy. Southwest winds gusting to 25. Upper 50s out there. Once again, tomorrow, partly cloudy, a little cooler, maybe a pop-up shower or storm. Winds increasing, though, out of the south, gusting upwards of 35. So let's talk about this weekend because it's still all over Facebook. There's all those amateur weather folks out there posting about it. We're going to break down what we're looking at. Future Track's still giving us the possibility of an isolated shower storm heading into Saturday afternoon. Our primary severe threat is not looking to be during the daytime hours on Saturday. This is going to be not rare but uncommon nocturnal event where storms are going to form late in the day and intensify towards sunrise, which doesn't always happen. Usually they form in the evening. Out west, they roll through, we get some storms. Not going to be the case here. So we have a cold front, we have that low pressure system, we have a warm front, we have a very classic severe weather setup as we head into the weekend. Now for our friends to the east, similar to what we saw about a week or so ago, that's going to be a bigger severe weather event for them. Like what we saw as well, we're going to be right on the cusp of this developing. So we go into Sunday. Here we are about midnight. Here's that cold front. Here are those thunderstorms getting going. By the time we get to 3 o'clock in the morning, now we're up to 5, crossing into Missouri. These storms will develop. They'll be strong to low-grade severe initially about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but they are expected to intensify, and they may intensify very quickly as they surge off to the east-southeast. Now, once they get out of here, they'll be even stronger, unfortunately, for our friends to the east. As that cold front gets through, yeah, we could still see some showers and storms, but our severe threat by about 8, 9 o'clock Sunday morning is gone. Temperatures will drop behind that front. So here's what we're looking at heading into Saturday. This again is going to be overnight Saturday into Sunday. for that low risk for storms. That's a 1 out of 5. And then we still have that severe threat for a good portion of the eastern half of our viewing area as we head into our Sunday morning. So we'll keep an eye on that. Cooler tomorrow, as I mentioned, back near 80 Saturday. We'll drop back down into the 30s and have a cool Monday, and warm weather will turn back to us by next week. But again, we just really want to keep an eye on Saturday night into Sunday.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Stick around. We're making breakfast in a mug in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Howard's making breakfast in a mug in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If grabbing a mug of coffee and running out the door in the morning sounds familiar to you, I hope you can take a minute to watch what we're making today. As we all know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's why we're sharing a grab-and-go breakfast that's super fast and really tasty. It's so easy, you'll have no excuses for skipping breakfast ever again. The first thing you're going to want to do is add some refrigerated or frozen hash browns into a good-sized microwavable mug. After microwaving this for a bit, we add a couple of beaten eggs, a splash of water, some sliced up breakfast sausage, and a little cheddar cheese. Then give it a mix and pop it back in the microwave for a minute. Okay, after a quick stir, more cheese goes on top and we microwave it just long enough for the eggs to set and the cheese on top to melt. This is one of those recipes that has no rules. Want to add crumbled bacon or a veggie? Go for it. Once it's done, grab a fork and go. Just wait until you get the taste of this all-in-one breakfast. It's amazing. To get the recipe for our protein-packed breakfast in a mug, all you need to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an on-the-go way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, we've got the 80s today, a few scattered storms through 2, a couple of pop-up storms possible tomorrow, and again, watching that severe threat late Saturday night into very early Sunday morning. So, of course, keep it here, and we'll keep you updated on that as we get closer.
Very good.
Awesome. And what do we have coming up today at 5?
Well, lots coming up at 5. For starters, Neosho, Missouri residents are going to vote on a Proposition A. It's a local use tax. We're going to have details on that. Plus, we'll have a behind-the-scenes look at Pittsburgh Community Theater's season opener. And 2 organizations in Carthage are having some free community classes about home maintenance. So we're going to have more on that for you. Join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. KOAM News at 5.
Awesome. And we have an awesome group visiting with us today.